Rainsford walks outside with Whitney.
Off to the right, somewhere, is a large island. It's rather a mystery.
What island is it?
The old charts call it Ship Trap Island. A suggestive name, isn't it? Sailors have a curious dread for this place. I don't know why. Some superstition.
Can't see it.
You have good eyes, and I've seen you pick off a moose moving in the brown fall bush at 400 yards, but even you can't see 4 miles or so through a moonless Caribbean night.
Not 4 yards. Ugh, it's like moist black velvet.
It will be light in Rio. We should make it in a few days. I hope the Jaguar guns have come from Purdy's. We should have some good hunting up the Amazon. Great sport hunting.
The best sport in the world.
For the hunter, not for the jaguar.
They don't talk rot, Whitney. You're a big game hunter, not a philosopher. Who cares how a jaguar feels?
Perhaps the jaguar does.
Blah, there's no understanding.
Even so, I rather think they understand one thing, fear. The fear of pain and the fear of death.
Nonsense. Haha. This hot weather is making you soft, Whitney. Be a realist. The world is made up of 2 classes, the hunters and the hunties. Luckily, you and I are the hunters. Do you think we've passed this island yet?
I can't tell in the dark. I hope so.
Why?
This place has a reputation, a bad one.
Cannibals.
Hardly. Even cannibals wouldn't live in such a god-forsaken place. But it's gotten into sailor lore somehow. Didn't you notice the crew's nerves seemed a bit jumpy today?
They were a bit strange now you mention it. Even Captain Nelson.
Yes, even that tough-minded old Swede who'd go up to the devil himself and ask him for a light. Those fishy blue eyes held a look I never saw there before. All I could get out of him was, "This place a evil name among seafaring men, sir." Then he said to me, very gravely, "Don't you feel anything?" As if the air about us was actually poisonous. Now you mustn't laugh. When I tell you this, I did feel something like a sudden chill. There was no breeze. The sea was as flat as a plate glass window. We were drawing near the island. Then what I felt was a mental chill, a sort of sudden dread.
Pure imagination. One superstitious sailor can taint the whole ship's company with his fear.
Maybe, but sometimes I think sailors have an extra sense that tells that them when they are in danger. Sometimes I think evil is a tangible thing with wavelengths just as sound and light here have. An evil place can, so to speak, broadcast vibrations of evil. Anyhow, I'm glad we're getting out of this zone. Well, I think I'll turn in now, Rainsford.
I'm not sleepy. I'm going to smoke another pipe on the afterdeck.
Good night, then, Rainsford. See you at breakfast.
Right. Good night, Whitney.
Whitney walked out of the scene. Rainsford is sitting on the afterdeck in the quiet night. An abrupt sound startled him. 3 times he heard the sound and knew someone had fired a gun. He ran to the rail to get a better view. He leaped onto the rail to balance himself. His pipe was in his mouth when it touched the rope and fell. He tried reaching for it and yelled as he realized he lost his balance.
Ah!
He fell into the warm water of the Caribbean. He tried calling for help, but the salty water got into his mouth.
Help! Help!
He tried swimming after it, but it didn't succeed. He remembered the shots and swam in that direction. He heard the cry of an animal, but had no... The animal was in pain and terrified. He heard a gunshot again. It was the afternoon when he woke up and he was starving.
Where there are pistol shots, there are men. And where there are men, there's food.
He started walking along the shore when he stopped. He saw weed stained red, and the weeds were crushed. There was a large animal that had died there. Near there, he found an empty cartridge.
A .22, that's odd. It must have been a fairly large animal too. The hunter has his nerve with him to tackle it with a light gun. It's clear that the brute put up a fight. I suppose the first 3 shots I heard was when the hunter flushed his quarry and wounded it. The first shot was when he trailed it here and finished it.
He looked down and found footprints of a hunting boot. He followed the footsteps as night was beginning to fall. He finally saw some light, and as it got dark, he went near it, and it was a mansion. He opened the iron gate, and as he walked in, he saw a large door with a grille that looked it like had ever been used.
Don't be alarmed. I'm no robber. I fell off a yacht. My name is Sanger Rainsford of New York City. I'm Sanger Rainsford of New York City. I fell off a yacht. I'm hungry.
It was a great pleasure and honor to welcome Sanger Rainsford, the celebrated hunter, to my house. I've read your book about hunting snow leopards in Tibet. You see, I am General Zaroff. Ivan is an incredible strong fella. Nut has the misfortune to be deaf and dumb. A single fellow, but I'm afraid, like all his race, a bit of a savage.
Is he Russian?
He is Cossack. So am I. Come, we shouldn't be chatting here. We can talk later. If you want clothes, food, rest, you shall have them. This is the most restful spot. Follow Ivan, if you please. We'll have dinner after you get rest. Have some cocktail. Do you think the champagne has suffered from its long ocean trip?
Not at the least. Hi, this is Talia. This is Susan, Sonia, and Karin, although she looks like a man. Anyway, we did Mr. Marmors' play.
The most dangerous game. If you didn't like this,
I don't care.
thanks for watching!